Hey man, Ace Mac here. Wanted to do a quick impromptu video about day 3 of the new jungle map. A couple changes that have happened to the jungle map in the last couple days, and I wanted to talk about them. And I want to talk about my impressions of them a little bit here. So the first big one is the change to the circle, and the circle now appears on the map as soon as the plane starts, so we're going to see the circle come onto the map right now. And at first I really thought this was going to be a good thing, and I'm not totally sure I'm on board with it. You know, I understand that they want to have a lot of action on this map. They want people a lot of fighting. They want a lot of action. Everybody wants that. But this map is already pretty small and it feels pretty action intense. And I'm not sure that we need an even smaller play zone. And all we see happen is everybody jumping into the circle. And as you saw in my first day impressions, that was already going on before they knew what the circle was, because people just want to get into the action and they want to fight. So I'm not sure how forcing us to know where we're going is making things any better. So I'm going to get out here. We're going to jump. I had a chance to play some squads tonight with Falconhood. You know, neither of us have played a ton of first-person perspective. I've actually played a lot more first-person perspective than Falconhood has, and I enjoy, or I'm starting to enjoy first-person, but it's a little bit different. But I don't know if I liked the way squads in general played out on this map. I feel like this map is really good for a lone wolf to go hard and fast, and I'm not sure that it leaves a lot of room for the strategy that's involved in squad play, and I'd love to know what you think about that. So why don't you shoot me a comment on how you thought the squad play felt. And I'm guessing if you had a couple of like-minded individuals that really just love to run and gun and fight, you'd probably see some pretty good success with first-person mode and squads on this map. But it really started feeling like we couldn't move. We were constantly pinned down from somewhere. We were constantly in a fight that we couldn't win. And granted, it was just the two of us and we were playing squads, so it's 2 versus 4 a lot of times. It's going to be interesting to see what it's going to look like when it's 2v2 duos or even a 3-man squad. You know, one of my favorite things to do is play 3-man squad. Sometimes I think this game has an advantage only having 3 men in your squad, because you don't have to worry about loot for 4 guys. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we get a little more options on things. The loot, they increased the loot. Honestly, I could tell the difference a little bit, but it still seemed kind of sporadic. So it seemed like you would find one building that had a bunch of ARs in it, like this building, or you would find no loot at all in buildings. So I think they still have some work to do there. There is still a bug where we're not seeing loot spawn on the floor, and when we hit tab, the loot is coming up. I also noticed yesterday's video, my second day impressions, we had a real good fog game, and that fog doesn't seem to be rolling into every single game. So those of you that don't like fog, I don't think you have to worry about leaving around, because even if you play around all the way out, it doesn't take that long to run around in this map. Now, I've had a couple really good games since my first video, and even tonight in squads, I had a game with 5 kills where we finished like number 3 or number 4, and it was really intense. But the most important thing is that you seem like you have to keep moving on this map. You can't ever stop. Once you stop, it seems like somebody sneaks up on you and you lose. So it's really important to keep moving, which I kind of like. It's a big change from the way that we play, and if you've ever watched any of my other videos, you know that's probably a big change from how we've played this game for a long time. But that's okay. Well, some of us were talking about, oh, we don't really like the way we don't really like this game mode. But the reality of it is that even if you don't like this game mode, and if there's not map selection, which could play really good, this would be a nice break from a long 40-minute round of Miramar. You could jump in here quick, jump hot, get some kills, don't get some kills, die, do whatever, and get right back in the lobby and get queued up for another game, which has actually been pretty good. I do think there's still some work to be done on the lobby itself. The lobby just seems too long. Seems like we're waiting around in the lobby way too much. A minute seems too long when the game's filled in the first, you know, nanosecond of making the game. Seems like that's a little bit much. But I get it. Some people say that we got to load the map. Some people say we got to do some other things. That the server side things, but I don't know about any of that. That would be interesting for PUBG Corp to give us some information on. One of the things I commented in my first video was the noise of this map, and they have reduced the red zone, but I tell you, when that plane flies over, it's still deafening. It's absolutely deafening, and then when the red zone is on you, you really can't hear anything. Well, I can't believe that I'm still running around without seeing a battle here. We are running to one. I'm trying to get in a fight, even though fighting and talking is not my strong suit. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm about at the end of my video. I'm about out of content, so we got to go and get some kills. So, kind of in review, I don't like that the map is spawning right away. I do just think it limits the map. I don't think there's much reason to jump outside the white zone, especially if you want to be a guy that is going to be a little more methodical about things. The weapon spawns seem better, but I still think they don't seem quite random enough. It seems like they're spawning in packs, so it seems like feast or famine. You get a weapon or you don't get a weapon. But all in all, I'm really enjoying this map more than I thought I would, and it's been a really good break. I just hope that I can find some squad mates that want to play it fast and loose and not fall into our old ways or the ways we play some of the other maps, because I think you gotta keep moving and you gotta be hunting. Gotta be on the hunt. Well, this might be a good way for Ace Mac to die. Here we go. I love that they added bikes to this map. For some reason, this map just feels like it should be a motorcycle map. So I really like that change. There should be more motorcycles. In fact, I would like to see all motorcycles on this map. Make them spawn in 2s or 3s. Oh, good headshot. I don't know what I was doing there. I was kind of focusing a little too much on the video. But hey, guys, thanks for watching. If you like it even a little bit, love it if you hit subscribe. I'm just doing this because it's a hobby. I have no intention of being a professional YouTuber or Twitch streamer. If you'd like to watch us on stream, or you'd like to come tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about and you think my ideas are silly, you can join me at AceMac79 on Twitch. I stream every night between 8 and 11. Every night. So come on by, say hi, and we'll talk to you later.